Millions of people in rural Africa are daily putting their health at risk, exposing themselves to hazardous gases emitted by expensive and environmentally unfriendly sources of energy, such as charcoal and kerosene, to cook their meals. That could change with the introduction of an oven that can boil, bake, and cook using only the energy of the sun. Ronald Mutebi, president and CEO of Tech Consults Group, has been crisscrossing his home country, Uganda, and other African countries to promote the use of the sun oven. In a recent interview with him, Mutebi explains how the sun oven works and its benefits.
You set it up in the sun and you can use it as a fast cooker or as a slow cooker. If you want to use it as a slow cooker, all you do is set it up straight, like at a 12 o'clock kind of like focus, and leave it. Sun comes, passes it, and it cooks, finishes, and then whatever you're cooking will be ready. And as a fast cooker, you focus it on hourly. You focus it every hour to kind of like really keep the intensity of the sun as it goes on its axis. Then you can cook back to back to back to back. It has multiple layers. It has an inner shell and has an outer shell. And between the two, there is an insulation, which keeps the heat inside. So whatever is trapped, it stays in. And also, the cover on top has a gasket, which makes it insular. It insulates it that it is both air and waterproof. So whatever temperatures you capture, there's no escape. So once you focus the UV rays into the chamber and you boil the air in the chamber, that chamber is what cooks whatever you're cooking. And there is a pendulum inside, which makes it like you can cook whatever you're cooking from all around, from the bottom, side, and from the top.
The sun rises, the sun sets. How do you deal with moments when you don't have the sun and you want to cook?
Well, you go back to the alternative. We say that the sun oven can save you 70% of your cooking needs, budget or fuel. And the 30% we leave it for when you want to cook at night or the day doesn't shine. But in Africa, like in my country, we have full more than 10 hours of the sun. People have seen that it can truly replace their firewood. And because the source is free, it makes it even easier. But also, it makes the cooking process even simpler because you don't spend so much time tending to the fire. You preheat the oven as you're preparing your food, put the food in there, forget it. Another strength is the fact that it does not burn food, it does not dry food because there's no moisture escape. So whatever you're cooking, even if you forgot it in there, it's not going to be spoiled.
How affordable is it to an ordinary peasant at the village?
Well, the cost sounds steep, but in Uganda, we are pricing it about 250 US. However, that sounds too much, but when you really compute the numbers, compared to the lifespan of the sun oven, which goes over beyond 15 years, then the sun oven pays itself in less than a year. So when there is a need to educate people as to the cost and comparing the alternatives.
Do you feel like this could be used as a way to promote clean energy use in a country like Uganda by also giving people that knowledge that actually this can be small businesses across the country manufacturing and selling things and equipment that can provide cheap energy but clean energy?
Yeah, it has been proven already in Uganda. The sun oven has many strengths. Actually, not only does it address the environmental problem, but also the health, because you use the sun oven, you don't have any smokes coming out, but also purifying now water for drinking, because clean water is one of the biggest needs and problems in Africa or most developing countries. But with a sun oven, because families don't have too much food to cook. The rest of the time the sun is there, we tell and we encourage the families to boil water for drinking. So we are literally it's guaranteeing that if you use the sun oven, we can guarantee that the waterborne diseases are going to be reduced tremendously in a family. But also the economics, as you're talking, women, we've done pilots. We've done pilots over the years. They're already baking cakes for for sale, and I'm laughing because it's. I visit different communities when I go, and they are telling me they have even a waiting list.
Sure.
And they are preferred. A sun oven baked cake fetches a premium as opposed to the others. It's amazing. Yeah. So to your point about the micro enterprise, it's already happening. The key challenge right now is how I'm going to make it affordable to the people who need it the most.
Ronald Mutebi, President and CEO Tech Consults. And that's our show for today. Thanks for watching. Good night.